Development with Tactics podcast. Everything seems to be quite okay. Today we are having a quick look at something Reddit related. It's gonna probably be the self-improvement Reddit. And there we already go. Where are we? No, that's the wrong one. Is it this? No. There we go. There we go. So, Success Sunday, September. The gym saved my life. I would say that yes, sports in general is important, and the question is, I think it is quite obvious that moving oneself, which basically is what we have been made for, moving and walking and whatever, is very important and very healthy for physical and mental health. I would say that this should definitely not be overlooked, and period. Just period. How do I get out of this negative state when something in my head doesn't want me to? I think some stuff just takes some time. There, of course, and I would say everybody that has been in such a situation has tried to just think through it, go through it, just make the best out of it and whatever. But at some point, things then just take time. I can understand whatever the fuck that I'm having to deal with. I can, whatever. There's so much information out there around, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, and whatever. And of course, talking to people is also incredibly important. But at some point, as I said, some things, it just takes time. Some things just take time. Period. Finally seeing results from working out. I'm a 28 female and recently started to take my health more seriously. Those tasks included exercise and eating better. I'm only 2 months in and have lost over 10 pounds, which is I think 25 kilos? No, 20. I don't know. And my body is already more toned and thinner. It's awesome seeing the results for myself are a huge motivation to keep going. Yes, I would certainly think so. It's probably gonna make you really proud and actually really happy. Something that I do want to point out. I have had, I would still say that it is a phase of my life, but I've had phases in my life where working out and sports and whatever was the number one thing that was in my head. I looked quite decent, of course. I am not a person with a lot of mass, so definitely more on the definition side. But at some point, things are gonna be in the way. Period. At this point of time, I'm getting up and doing uni stuff because I just need to get this shit done. Period. That is it. Things are gonna get into the way of it. And of course, somebody could say, okay, you can just, do better with whatever, and you can do this, that, and the other thing, and so on and so forth. But stress is very unhealthy. I've experienced that very recently, to be honest. When you feel like there is pressure on your heart, then you really know that, it is time to stop whatever the fuck that you're doing and, relax a bit and do something else. So health, very important, exercising. One reason why we're doing it is health. And, at some point it kind of goes into the opposite way or opposite direction. But still, of course, you can do really good. And I'm also trying to, in the morning when I can and when I'm not fucking ill, I'm working out and I'm also doing so. I've been doing that for quite some time and it really works for me. But for everyone, there is going to be some point where preferences and or importances, they're gonna shift. And in my case, it shifted for uni and whatever the fact that I'm also having to do. Of course, there's also people then. I have to take care of people, one more, one less, and whatever, which is also important. So balance, I think. Balance is the holy grail, and also time management. If I cannot manage my time, at least well, I'm fucked. Or I would be fucked. I wouldn't be able to do shit. I mean, of course, I could just, give a fuck about the podcast and also the other stuff that I'm doing. I'm also having to work, so, yeah, of course, I could do things to ensure that I'm gonna work out my 1 hour or whatever a day. I could do so. But also, thinking about breaks and taking advantage of the situation that you're in makes also sense. So, yeah, this was my message for today. With that being said, I'm just, getting into more UD stuff now. See you soon.